Coop. Daylight's breaking, coffee up. Click that stream, let's fire it up. Morning crew already rolling deep. I'd imagine that with the good vibes keep. Screens glow bright, it's go time now. Mr. Coop's here and he's shutting it down. Big laugh, straight facts, nothing disguised. Countdown hits and the camera shine. Red light flashing right on time. The mic is hot, the talk's alive. Mr. Coop bringing the morning drive. Say your piece, give it all you got. Wake the whole world cause the mic is hot. Yeah, we sip that brew, settle in our spot. Conversation flowing while the mic stays hot. He scans the chat with a careful glance. Calls it real, gives everyone a chance. Keep it cool, keep it clean. Step too far, he'll cut the scene. Whoa, yeah. Stories rolling, punchline land. Morning crew, feeling grand. From deep discussions to laughing loud. This right here is our kind of crowd. No cue cards, no holding back. Just real life talk on the morning track. Hands up high, let the energy fly. Everybody tune cause the mic is high. Yeah. Talk times on the vibe won't stop. Mr. Coop turning it up a notch. Speak your truth, bring what you got. Truth meets laughter when the mic stays hot. From the first hello to the last coffee pour, we're locked in strong, wanting more. Wide awake from the jump, no lie. Morning feels better when the mic is high. Good morning, flying, no call out. Every voice counts in this crowd. Turn it up, don't miss your chance. Step right in and join the dance. So the mic is hot, the show's in gear. Mr. Coop keeping it real right here. Wake up, fired up, hit your stride. Everything's brighter when the mic is high.
All right. Good morning, all you fabulous people out there. How you guys doing today? Good morning, D.
Good morning.
I'm still working. I'll be there.
Okay.
Oh my, yeah, it's all right. No. It doesn't transfer everything from Restream to Rumble anymore.
Oh.
Okay, it puts the stream over there, but it doesn't take all of the description or the title or all of that stuff. It doesn't take it over there anymore. So
Gotcha.
Every morning when I go live and the music's playing, I have to go over there and edit the title because it's got the title from the last show. I have to put everything in order, so now it's in their mind. So it looks like YouTube.
Okay.
but we're going.
Okay. Good morning, Nancy. Good morning, Miss Tammy. How are you? Good morning, Kiko. Hi, Christy.
Oh,
Good
my
morning,
God.
Green Flamingo. Hi, Round Man. Hi, Quill Worker.
And today is
Hello.
Today is Hump Day.
Yeah.
Man,
Good morning,
right
Harry.
today.
Good
Oh, my
morning,
goodness.
Stephen. Good morning, Charlie Sugar. Good morning, Terry. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Squid. How are you? Good.
Oh,
Hey,
look at that.
Sticky.
Oh, Sticky Widget in here?
Mm-hmm.
It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men.
All right. I want to jump in here just for a second there, D. We got Denise, the Green Flamingo in the house. Right. So if you guys do not know, Miss Green Flamingo has a channel. She does discuss the Hells stuff over there. So you guys, if you're not subscribed to her, you need to be. Okay. She does a few lives here lately, and I've missed a bunch of them because I forget and my notifications. You know the ones that you watch all the time, D. You always get notifications for them, but the ones that you're not watching regularly, they don't give you notifications right away.
Right.
So it's not because I don't want to watch her. It's just that I don't get notified and I forget. So, but guys and gals, she does talk about a lot of stuff to do with the Hells. She gives her opinions on the two L's and everybody else. So you guys go check her out. Okay. Go check her out. If one of the mods would be so kind as to post her link. Oh, Squid's in the house too. Good morning, Squid. How you doing, girl? All right, I'm done.
You know. Good morning, Debbie D. How are you? Good morning, good morning, good morning,
Whoo, that
everybody.
is bright today. Wow, it's not usually that bright, is it? Or is it just me? I don't know. Oh, gotta love me in the house. Good morning, guys and gals. Good morning to each and every one of you. I am so glad each one of you showed up today. Dee and I have some fun stuff to go over today. We're gonna be talking a little bit about the Bubble Boy. Yeah,
Hmm.
no, I don't like black. You don't like black either, do you?
Well,
No,
I'm not racist, so let's just put it that
I'm
way.
talking about going across the screen down there. Let's do purple. How we'll do purple today. All right. There we go. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I got to get this up too because we got people over in the Rumble Dungeon. Oh, no, we don't. No, we don't. We don't have anybody in the Rumble Dungeon right now. All right. All right. So I'll go here, and say hello. There we go. Now I'm in there. Wow. All right, guys and gals. You ready for this, D?
Oh, yes, I guess. I mean, that's that whole debacle. I was going back into Discord, pulling up paperwork. I was texting you and saying, "Hey, I'm not finding this in Discord." And you're like, "Hold on, I'll send it to you." Because I was like, I need to go back to where it all, where he stated that it is in Fed One, that whole thumbnail thing. And I was trying to read everything to bring me back up to speed because we
Uh,
haven't talked about it in so long. So I was
right.
like, okay, I need to revisit this. This
Let
is great.
me see what Buck has sent me. I think he sent it to my old email address. I'll find out here in a minute. He says something about. Oh, there we are. Let me go see. I don't know what's going on. It's all about HG and LNLP just concerned with her feeling and is let's go find out.
What's going on?
Oh, okay, okay, Buck. I got you. I got you. Yeah, I saw this morning, but holy cow, that's a lot. With all the plants, let me pull this up on the screen. Let's
Okay.
see what this is talking about. I don't. I saw the photo, but I didn't read the description, or I didn't read what the post was about. So I will pull it up in here. Where is it? Right here. It's right here. I will share this just like
Oh,
and I'm
oh,
gonna try and blow it up to where we can see the text. I gotta get it over here though. And oh, come on, can I blow it? It's long. I don't know who this David Ferry person is. All
I
right.
don't know that.
With all the plans, Elemental P has lean out for what? Lean out for HG, leave her and the tortoise burden to keep her busy, etc. Nowhere is there any consideration for what HG may want. Elemental P will provide her with what she deems acceptable. Deems. Okay. Dreams. Huh. No thoughts that you probably can't see that, can you?
Yeah, I can. No thoughts that perhaps HG will find love of her own. She will only be allowed to love Elemento P or JC. Why would she care if HG falls in love with someone? That's not what Elemento P wants. As she approaches 7 years old, she's becoming more capable of taking on work around the area. How long until she will be burdened with all the housework, yard work? Hold on. Is there a house?
RV work
Okay. Um,
and shed
yard,
work.
yeah. Okay. There's no home. There is an RV, and which I mean, come on. RV is not permanent. It's not a permanent form of housing because the upkeep on those can become costly.
Well,
And
remember the other one didn't even make it 5 years, and it had weak floors and mold. They sent it
right,
back. So
right, and the mold is not good for
nope.
anybody to be breathing in. Okay, yard work and other things that need done in the compound, describing them as schooling. The stepchildren have described similar situations when they were under her tyranny and when they were younger. So, what happened to homeschooling her? What happened to teaching her basic education, learning to spell simple three-letter words,
Well, she might
mathematics?
she might be. This is just this person's opinion.
Right. So, I mean,
Uh, but yeah,
why isn't she showcasing? How when I say showcasing, why not show it? Put it out there. This is her first, I don't know, whatever, her first picture, her first, whatever the case may be. The same thing I said about her showcasing her accomplishments on her turtle page, I guess you would call that. I don't know where that turtle page is located. And why not show what you've done? Show the good. Don't, the negativity alone is adding insult to injury. And when I say that, I'm thinking about towards the child. The child has heard nothing but negative her whole life, if
well,
that's my opinion.
she's dug such a hole for herself on social media, running her mouth. Uh, in my opinion, no one should even know anything about HG.
Right,
The poor child should never be brought up ever by these people. But that's a grifter's way. That's scammer's way. They play on people's emotions and their feelings to get what they want. These people don't work. Okay, they've
no,
got to find some way to make money, so they exploit this child every chance they get. Hence the deathly disease and all this other garbage. I personally think that nobody should be talking about HG at
no,
all.
no.
But she keeps putting the child in the spotlight.
Hmm.
Go for it.
And she has since day one.
Yeah,
Okay. I mean, the whole grifting for the vehicle, the whole grifting for the adoption, the whole grifting for uh, everything.
yeah. It's constant begging, trying to pull on people's heartstrings. You see it on social media all the time. There are people, oh, I need this for my kid, or I need that for my kid, and I don't have the money for it. And then here comes the bleeding heart people that care, and they say, well, here's some money, okay. And then when
Right,
you ask them, hey, did you get that done, or did you get? Oh, no, I didn't have time. I needed groceries instead, or I needed to make a car payment. So it seems like every time you turn around, the child never sees the money that it was given them for.
right,
It was always paid on something else. Oh, I had a $900 electric bill because of the tortoises, or I had to pay taxes. There's always something that's going to come up. But that's people that don't work, that are lazy. As Jay says, they would starve if he quit his job. you know?
probably. But she is the one who put her child on the World Wide Web. She is
Yeah,
the one who did it. She has no one to blame but herself if people are discussing. I would rather it the child not even be involved. That child should be not even included in anything.
right. But to answer Buck's question, what this is about is all of this stuff that's came out here lately. Um, I done forgot what I was fixing to say on this. 70. Let me go. HE leave Curtis is long. Uh, I forgot
This
what I was going to say
this
about it.
this stems from the video
Yeah.
that LMNOP put out stating that she wanted to leave something to keep her busy. She didn't want
Oh,
her to be idle.
right. She's choosing what the child is going to become when
Right,
she's older,
right,
and basically taking the choice away from the child. Okay, what if HG wants to be a doctor, or
right.
wants to be a nurse, or wants to be a police officer, wants to be something other than a turtle keeper? And that's what it's about. So thank you, D, for putting me back on track.
So So to me, this is just one person's opinion based upon her video that she put out. That's what
Right.
this is.
And we played those videos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
we sure did. We sure did.
She had a person missing, but it really wasn't a person. It was one of the tortoises, right? Hmm.
Yep. Yep. So where are we at with this?
Okay. I think I finished the paragraph above this. So this,
That one?
yes. So I finished that one. So now we're at with her enforced isolation from all other children, with occasional exceptions. This sounds more and more like indoctrination and slavery of HG. I don't know about that.
No,
I I I cannot. No.
I
I
can't comment on something that I haven't seen with my own two
Right.
eyes. So
Right.
this is this person's opinion. Let's see. This is
This.
David Fetty. This
Yes.
is this is their opinion, uh, not mine. So
Right.
I don't know where that's going.
LMNOP is already talking about her advanced age and disability. Well, she has been for a while, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Okay. That is looking like advance warning of HG being forced into a caregiver position for the two elderly people who will be unable to care for themselves. And I don't know. I
Well,
don't.
she did say by the time HD is 20, she'll be 80. Uh, so she could be, because I mean, think about it. Once a child gets up around what 9 and above, they're capable of doing, minimal things within
Right.
reason. So by the
Right.
time this kid's 10 years old, she'll be what, 70 maybe, 60, yeah, 70. So if she's still kicking, if she's still above ground at 70 years old, maybe she will need help. Who knows? I don't know.
Right.
I'm not going to say that's what HE is going to be doing. I don't have any clue. I don't live there. I don't see these people. I don't know. But
Right.
this is this guy's opinion.
HG also seems to be accu- accumulating accumulating medical conditions as she ages. Yes, it does seem that way. So who's to okay, so if you're setting something up for your kid, but your kid is acquiring a new medical condition every 4 months, what makes you think that that child is going to be able to do what you're setting them up to do? I don't
Right.
understand that portion of it. I don't either. Further reasons to isolate her. She's now being described as autistic and epileptic, in addition to the life threatening metabolic disease. There is going to be less and less opportunity to socially acclimate if she is forced to live behind a fence and be homeschooled. She does need to be around other children to socialize. I wholeheartedly agree with that. I get why some people homeschool their kids, because they're not in agreement with the school board, the teaching curriculum, and things to that nature. I get that. However, they do need to socialize with other children their own age. That's
Right.
that's a given.
Now, from what I understand, now there's probably a lot of people in chat that know more about it than I do. But from what I understand, there are different kinds of homeschooling. Some homeschooling, it's just like the kid is going to school. They literally do all their work on a
Hmm.
virtual classroom or in a virtual classroom where they do it. They're looking at a monitor and they're seeing the whole class. And they do have extracurricular activities outside of the home with these schools. Like some homeschool kids can literally join, soccer teams, baseball teams, football
Right.
teams,
Yeah.
uh, and still be homeschooled. I don't think that that's the kind of homeschooling that Lynette's doing for HG. But then again, HG she's a little person right now.
Right.
She
She
she's
is.
only 7, what 6? She'll be 7 this year. So but I think interaction with other children are very important. That's
Hmm.
that's a given. Uh,
Right.
I would say that children learn more from other children than they do adults as they grow. Uh, just think of it like this: when you're in school growing up, you experience, uh, okay, the kid beside you farts in the lunchroom, right?
Okay.
Well, you find out real quick not to fart in public because that kid's going to get made fun of. You see what I'm saying? It's the little things like that that I think teach children a lot of stuff, and then picking on kids or, happy birthdays. The social interaction, I think, is very important. If you isolate your child, in my opinion, you're looking for problems down the road. That's just my opinion. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Okay. So let's see. All right, we're finished with that one. Okay. I hope and pray that I am wrong in these fears, but with no mention, no thought, no care for what HG might want, and only what LMNOP has planned for her. It magnifies my concerns for HG. It just looks more and more like legal slavery or maybe just a Cinderella situation. See, I don't I'm not there. I don't see it. I
Right,
don't live it. I don't know. All we know and all I know is what she's put online
right.
from the very beginning. That's it. There's
I
nothing else out there to say one way or another. And
right. I
we
mean,
all have our opinions. Um, we all can say, she really does need to be around other children her own age, so she can learn social skills, so she
right.
can learn how to interact with people. What is the right way and what is the wrong way?
So you
And
nailed it. The social skills things. That's where I was going with the kids learning from kids type of stuff.
right,
Uh, but yeah, I don't know what's going on behind that big wall. I have no clue. Okay. All I can go off of is what I see and hear from police reports, body cam footage, videos that she's put out. That post that she's posted. If you don't want people thinking of you and your family in a bad light, don't put it out there. That's how simple it is. I don't know.
right. I don't understand either. Um, Today's kids, at least with my grandkids, they know the words please and thank you, and they know not to interrupt adults. They know not to pick a fight. They know that if something bad happens, they're to immediately go seek out an adult and say, "Hey, this is what just happened." They're they're not kept under the wing because they have to learn.
Right.
And if you keep them to where it's just, the parents or a parent or grandparents are raising them and they're not allowed outside of that circle. Could you imagine? They're not going to know a lot of things. They're not going to know how to do things on their own.
Well,
They're
they'll
not
take
going to know.
they'll take on the traits of who's raising them. If
Right,
they're not around other people and they're not allowed to associate with other people, they're only allowed to associate with the ones in the household. They'll basically become those two people combined into one person
right,
is what'll end up happening. Uh, like I said, there's good things and bad things in my opinion with homeschooling. Uh, there are parents that are just worthless individuals that I don't think should be allowed to homeschool, but hey, they do anyway. Uh, but I don't know. Yeah, I've heard so many new programs out there that a lot of this homeschooling, like I said a while ago, they do have outside activities. They do
hmm
have things that associate with other children, and I think all kids need that. But hey,
right,
who am I? This isn't my child, so I don't have
right,
a right to say to HG anything that happens with her. Uh,
right.
okay,
And it
this
and it just blows my mind. You would want them to have friends. You would want them to be able to, uh, I don't know, go to their friend's birthday party, to play games, to have fun, to, I don't know. I just, that's how, I don't know. I just,
Yeah. Well,
I
well,
cannot,
we come from a different time, D. I mean, you take today's society. Most of the people in our chat, they're around our age. We all come from an age where things were done a lot different back then. Things nowadays are so much different. I don't know if I would want to raise a child in today's society. I don't think I would know how. I mean, we're extras, you know.
right?
We were raised a whole different level of the way these kids are today. I mean, we didn't have the video games. We didn't have the ability to sit in the house all day. We were told, "Get the hell out! Don't come home till we holler for you."
Yeah, with
It's
us, it was when the street light comes on is when you're
right.
to be in the front door. Yes, yes,
So yeah, my opinions versus what's going on today. Oh my God. I mean, they literally put people in jail now for spanking their child. Uh, I I don't know what they. I guess they would have called my parents abusers, because I mean, I got the belt, I got wooden spoons, I got fly swatters. You know, you get in trouble. It's whatever they could grab a hold of. In today's society, I mean, Jesus, just putting your kid in a timeout will get you put in jail. It's crazy.
right.
All right, what's this guy's last comment we got here?
If you love HG, then allow her to dream. Don't try to force her to fulfill your dreams, with the odds being that she will have the same failures from your dreams that you have had. Please tell me this fear is just a result of some sort of side effect of fungus on my coffee.
Well,
Oh,
he's this person has made a very very good point. I mean, uh, it's his opinion. Okay, that's
right.
all it is. I hope that Lynette reads it and maybe puts some stock in what was said, because I think he made a lot of good points. I really do. What do you think?
I do too. Um, Especially with, you wouldn't want to place your child in a position to where they're going to become your caregiver, okay, at a young age.
Right,
I would never, ever put my child in a position to where at a very young age, 17 or 18 or 19, all of a sudden they're having to wipe my ass. Okay.
right, right.
That's a no. That's a no.
Now I'll tell you, my mom. That's the reason that Mama Coop and I moved back to Florida. Well, plus I was tired of Missouri. I wanted to come home. But the main reason was my mom, she's disabled and she needed help. So my sister, she was young. She's 4 years younger than me. So she couldn't really, she was a single mom. So she couldn't really stop what she was doing to take care of my mom. Where Barb and I, my wife and I, we could, because there was two of us. And of course, mama didn't survive, but about a year after we got home, but still, uh,
Right.
that's why we came home. But I was an adult, I was in my 40s to take care of my mom, and I didn't mind doing it. And,
Right.
but to take care of your parents at a young age like that, that would be absolutely, I don't know. I don't even want to even think about that. It's,
Right. And
but
so you, and she needs to remember, your children, if your family is the one who does this, your children will make a decision whether to put you in an assisted living facility or if they're going to let you live with them. It's their
well,
call,
here
you
we
know?
go. Let's address Valor's point of view here. In no way am I saying that school system nowadays is end all be all. I am not.
Exactly.
There is
That's
a lot of stuff that's going on in schools nowadays I would not want my kids anywhere near. Okay. That's why I'm on the fence with homeschooling. If you homeschool your children, and you do it the proper way, it's a good thing. If you homeschool your kids just to shelter them from the outside world, that's a bad thing, in my opinion. But
Right.
yeah, I agree with you. Teaching kids that
Nine,
I
nine,
understand.
not bazillion genders. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
That's the reason why
I
some
completely
parents,
agree with you.
yes, some parents, they choose that because they don't like the curriculum. They're
Right,
not in 100% agreement with what they're putting out to teach children. And
right,
in today's world, if I had a little one, I would probably 100% with certainty say I would homeschool them, and I would not put them in public school because of what's in there.
right. But
They're
like I was
teaching.
saying, there are homeschool programs where your children, it's just like them being in a regular school system where they do have the ability to be around other kids for athletic sports and stuff like that outside of the classroom. They still have that one-on-one with other kids their age, or they have
Right,
the ability to have it. Now, I agree with that kind of homeschooling 100%.
right. See, I think that's how it should be approached, but you shouldn't do it just because you don't want them talking, uh, repeating things that's happening within the home,
Right.
which is, I mean, I can I can say this because this is how it appears to me. It appears to me that she's keeping her isolated because she's afraid now that she can talk, she will be repeating things that she has heard and seen behind that wall.
Right. Miss Tammy's got a good comment. To me, it seems like LP said she waited 30 years for this child. I think she wants to raise her away from everybody. So HE will be exactly what she wants her to be.
I'm going to tell you something. There's a thing called a rebellion,
Yeah.
and the child will tell you, absolutely not. No, I'm not doing it. You can't make me. You're not the boss of me. The whole rebellious stage. And that's what she's going to be up against because what if, hypothetically, she resents her for putting her in that position to say, this is the only thing you're going to be doing the rest of your life. And so you need to learn it now.
Well, there's Buck. You can read Buck's
I wanted
comment
to be
there.
clear. This post is totally my opinion and was sprung on Coop and D without their knowledge. Yeah, I had no idea.
I didn't either, but I agree with a lot of stuff in it. I really do. But you and I are going down a rabbit hole
Right.
with this homeschooling stuff. I mean, I have no clue. My kids have been out of school for a very, very long time. Okay. I know when my kids were in school, they did fine. I didn't have a problem with the curriculum, but that's been 20 years, 30 years ago. Okay. It's been a very long time since my kids were in school. Uh, but from what I have seen and heard over the past 10 years, I would not want my kid in the public school system. Uh, but like I said, there are homeschooling programs that are better than what I think HG is going to be going through.
So it's just,
We'll let it go
it's
at that.
right. It's sad. It's sad all the way around. Um,
Right.
I would really like to see the child no longer be brought up in any post or put on display or anybody putting their likeness on a t-shirt. That's what
Right.
I would like to see happen, for all of that to just disappear and nobody mention the child ever again. But I don't think LMNOP can keep the child out of the social media realm because she's already in it. She put her in there.
Yeah, and see that's what's crazy. She's talking about how her child has been hurt by all of this that's been going on. What's been going on? I mean, she's the one that drug her child onto social media. Nobody else did it but her and her people. Okay. Nobody asked her to post crap about her child all over social media.
Nope.
Eh, um, I feel bad for the kid. I really
Hmm.
do. But at the end of the day, I'm not one of her parents. Okay, I don't live them near them. I don't have any say or any control over what goes on in that household. It's not my place. So I don't know. I don't know. Mama Coop says my mom was in that profession all my life. I don't know what you're talking about, but I know her mom was a nurse's aide
Right. Okay.
for a lot of years. Yeah. Okay. So we went down a rabbit hole, didn't we?
Yes, we did. All the way to the very end, and we found the baby rabbits.
Right, 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 right. Let me see. Are my comments not coming up? There, Ed, they're coming up. I see them. They're coming up just fine. See, you're on the screen, my friend. There you go. I don't know why, but they're there. Let's go see. I'll go see. I'll go see what's going on over here. Probably have to refresh. Oh, there it goes. I haven't been on this page this morning, so it's got a lot of refreshing to do. Oh, come on, come on, come on. But yeah, I see your comment, Ed. I sure do, my friend.
Oh, Mama Coop said, you will not be going into a home. I just said that because some children, they don't want to have to deal with taking care of a parent. So they opt for putting them somewhere else where they can just go visit them and not have to take care of them.
Right. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Why are you getting so loud, little lady? Mama's not due home for another hour or so. Okay, okay, okay. I don't see what's. Oh, there it is. All right, channel activity. Okay, let's go see. Yeah, all your comments are here. LP looks like another child is walking against. Sure. Yeah, I don't know. I've got a whole bunch of your comments right here, Ed. So I don't know what's going on, my friend. But yeah, you're here. People can see you. I can see you.
Hi, Sharon. How are you doing? Hi, Mercedes. Hi, Stacy Nat. Hi, French Psycho.
Sharon. Oh, there's Sharon. Man, I'm going to tell you guys right now. Sharon is a demon when it comes to this Mackenzie Shirilla stuff. She sends me stuff every single day, and I thank you so much for that, Sharon, because I've been learning a lot behind the scenes that I don't even bring up on the screen. She sends me some crazy stuff.
Oh, wow.
All right. So let's talk about what the show's all about today. And that is the crazy man. Yes. Bubbles. Let's get that pulled up. And this ran you down through a rabbit hole too, didn't it?
Yeah, I was going back into the Fed 1 case looking for something that pertained to something that led to this. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I went to the thumbnail case for Levy County and I was all over Discord this morning and emails and stuff looking at this, trying to make sense of all of this. But it was difficult. But I think I have it figured out. Maybe not.
Okay. Well, this is notice of hearing. You are hereby notified that the undersigned has called up for a hearing the following on July 14th, 9 a.m. Honorable David Grinder,
Something.
Grider. We'll call him Grider. Matter, non-party Bruce Maskin, motion to reopen case for limited purpose. The motion to vacate order granting motion to strike unauthorized communication and for sanctions for unauthorized participation. See, that's what he's trying to do. He tried this before Grobe got out of, before Grobe retired and
Right.
Grobe shut him down.
Right.
How he's getting another bite at the apple, I don't know.
Because it's a different judge. And he's thinking, this is like when you call customer service.
Right.
And you get one representative and they tell you no. So you hang up You wait 5 or 10 minutes, you call that customer service number back again, you get a different representative, and you explain to them again, and they still tell you no. So I think he's going to continue to do this until he finds somebody that will do what he's asking, because he doesn't want the sanctions. He doesn't want the Supreme Court mess going on. He doesn't want any of that. And we don't even know if the Supreme Court has even looked at what was sent up there.
Right. Now, what gets me is we know for a fact that Lynette and Stark, even though Stark is passed away, we know Stark's estate is now, both of them are now responsible for sanctions and lawyers' fees. It's already been ruled on. They're just waiting till after the bankruptcy for the numbers to be tallied up and put in. That way she can't try and have the debt for what she owes,
placed in bankruptcy.
Right. But Bruce, I don't think Bruce is trying to overturn that. I think he's trying to overturn the 12 felonies that were sent up to the Florida Supreme Court. I'm thinking that his bar, was it Connecticut or Massachusetts, wherever he's at? I think he's a lawyer in both of them, right?
Both of them, right.
So I think he's trying to get this stuff taken off so it doesn't hurt him as bad up there.
Right.
That's
Melinda,
what I'm thinking.
He is being represented by an attorney out of Florida. I believe he's out of Tampa.
Yeah,
and
he is.
I do believe that he is an employment attorney.
That's same as what Bubbles was, I think.
And he was also at one time, he was what again, Coop, this attorney?
Oh, he was the attorney general here in Florida.
Yes.
State attorney general. He was at one point in time. That's what I was told. Okay. I think Mr. Al Walker looked the guy up. I think he's the one that said that over there. Sharon says, I agree. Tug gives his girls a rounded life social education. Exactly. I think Tug's doing it the right way. He doesn't shelter his children like a lot of people do. They do experience life. He has those girls out going and doing all the time. So
learning.
Yes.
So
they will be comic book experts before they're 12 years old.
Right.
But yeah, I think Tug's now I don't live in Tug's house. I can't 100% say, hey, he's an absolute perfect dad when it comes to homeschooling, because I don't live there. But based off of what I've seen and heard, he's doing it the right way.
Right. So
now I can't say that Michelle's doing it the wrong way, because I don't know. I haven't seen anything to indicate that she's doing anything bad, but I haven't seen anything to indicate that she's doing anything good either.
Right.
So I can't really comment on it.
So they're wanting this to be reopened after it's already been basically adjudicated. They're just waiting on the financial side to come in so they can award the financial side. So
well, not on this. On this right here, this is just him asking to have him being nosy. Because remember, guys, he sent all those emails to a judge that he wasn't even representing Lynette in. That was Stark. Stark was representing Lynette the whole time. That's what got him in trouble. You remember, D?
Mm-hmm.
So he's trying to overturn what the judge ordered.
Well, he's wanting it to. Well, he's wanted it to be looked at again, because he's wanted it reopened for limited purposes. So he wants this new judge to look at it and then say, "Yeah, Judge Grabe was wrong, so I'm going to overturn his decision." But I don't think that's going to happen. I honestly don't. So, yeah.
Well, I know not talking, but reading some stuff that was posted. This new judge, I don't think, is going to be a pushover. I think he's going to be a no-nonsense judge. I do not think that he is going to overrule Grobe and change anything. I could be wrong. So don't quote me on that 100%. But From what I've heard, this judge, I don't think he's going to go against the other judges, but that's just
Mm-mm.
my opinion.
No, because well, if you look at everything that was presented to Grove before he retired, I mean, it was laid out in black and white. You could see exactly what he was doing with those ex parte communications to the clerk. You could
Because
actually see it.
I think this is the third or fourth motion that he has filed trying to get this reopened. Because right here, this one was filed on 5/14 of this year. Okay. This one's a long one, guys. This one's, I don't think we ever went over this. Non party Bruce Madskin, special and limited appearance. Motion to reopen case for limited purpose and motion to vacate. Order granting motion to strike unauthorized communication and for sanctions for unauthorized. Because I don't know if he got sanctioned though. Did he?
They're waiting for the bankruptcy to be done because I think Grove was going to impose sanctions. We'd have to go back and read that portion.
Because I know for a fact that Lynette and Stark got sanctioned, but I'm not real sure. Now, Squid, if you're still in the chat, girl, you probably know better than I do. I can't remember if Grove sanctioned Bubbles or not.
I
Oh,
don't know.
you want to go over this? Because I never have. I've never went over this.
Yeah, we can go
This
over
was,
this.
huh?
Yeah, this was filed by that Devon person, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this was after he
Deron.
got his lawyer.
Yeah.
Uh,
So this is Mr. Robinson.
yeah,
Okay.
and he filed, like I said, he filed this year. It was what, last month, I do believe. I think it's Bubble wrote it. I'm not 100% sure. I'll make sure it's him that did this. Uh, let's see, 13. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
this is,
yeah,
it was
yeah,
filed
he did.
under
Yeah,
his new lawyer.
yeah, Mr.
Uh,
Roberson.
Now this one I'm not sure of. 114. Let's see. This one was filed 5/14/2026 as well. And this one is sworn declaration of Bruce Manskin. Okay, Madskin. And then it's got all of this. This sounds to me like Bubbles wrote this, but hey, I don't know. I wasn't there. Well, he did write this,
Well, he did because this is his declaration, his sworn declaration.
right?
So yeah, so he did write this.
But we'll go with this one here. Ching ching, ching ching. Because this one's only like 14 pages long. Still long. I mean, it's 51 pages long, but it's only 14 pages of the motion. Then it goes into everything else is exhibits,
Right.
which I am not going to get onto those exhibits because there is a whole bunch of redacting, and I got about 6 pages in and said, I'm just not even going to fool with these. I'll go redact them later. We'll go over them some other time. So you want to hit this one?
Sure. Non-party Bruce Maskin, through undersigned counsel and appearing specially and solely for the limited purpose of challenging the order entered against him, moves under Florida Rule of Civil Procedure 1.540B4 to vacate the order granting motion to strike unauthorized communications and for sanctions for unauthorized practice of law, the order, to the extent necessary. Mr. Maskin also requests that the court reopen this closed case for the limited purpose of ruling on this motion. This motion is not filed on behalf of LMNOP, does not seek to reopen the merits of the closed action, and does not constitute a general appearance by Mr. Matskin in the underlying case. So he's wanting to reopen it. He's wanting the argument to be reheard, right? So he's wanting them to say, hey, let's revisit this. I think this judge was an error. He did this wrong. And I don't think this judge is going to find it he's not going to take too kindly to somebody saying, hey, we want this to be reheard because we think the ruling was wrong. I
Right.
don't think
Well,
he's going to like that.
I think it's just on the part where he got in trouble.
Right.
I don't think it's on the part where for her. This
Right.
is all about him and
Right. For
him trying to get things
right.
fixed.
I think he's wanting to 86 those 12 practicing law without a license in Florida that was sent up to the Supreme Court. I think he's wanting that to go away, because if that goes away, then whatever he's dealing with in Massachusetts and in Connecticut, then it'll be less of an impact, I guess you could say. So,
Oh, Matthew says, Coop, I sent you 2 new documents in Dropbox. One in Neve County thumbnail folder, and a new document from Lips, Orange County folder. Send me your link again, Matthew. I didn't keep it. I'm sorry. And I will go check that out. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
okay.
Somehow or another, it got. I didn't save it. It got deleted somehow or another.
Wow.
But yeah, you can tell right here. Mr. Maskins is licensed to practice law in Connecticut and Massachusetts. He was not a party to this action. Yes, he was. He literally. Oh, mailman. He literally emailed the judge more than 12 times.
Yep.
Active party in this action was not counsel of record. No, Stark was, but he was. Now, if you guys remember, he did have a contract.
Yes.
We all saw the contract. There was a contract that him and Stark would split 40% of whatever she won. So whether he was a lawyer on record, he was under contract. Is that right?
That's right. That's right. When we get a chance, can you play the birthday song for Mary Rotello and her grandson, please?
Oh, we can do that right now. We can do that right now. Absolutely.
Happy birthday to you, you're older. Woo-hoo. You might need more candles than your cake can handle. Let's say happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Mary, and your grandbaby. Is it the grandbaby?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Happy birthday. Many, many more, girly girl. Many, many more. I do more now than I did when I was working, David says. I don't know who they're talking to. All right. All right.
Oh, Al said that honestly, Bubbles has no standing to even have a hearing in the case. Well, we'll see what this new judge has to say about that. I got a funny feeling he's gonna tell him absolutely no. I'm not going to reopen crap. No, we're not doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I did mark it out. This will be held over Zoom. I'm assuming, because we got
Yes.
the link and everything. We got all of that stuff. I marked it out. I will not be joining that link. I don't care anything about getting in trouble or getting Jeremy harassed. So I will not be. I marked it out so nobody could see it. But it would be interesting to see if his lawyer handles it, or if he just pulls a Lynette and decides he's going to try and argue it. It's going to be
Right.
interesting, because I don't think any of them can keep their mouth shut, even if they have legal,
Mm-mm.
representation.
No.
All right. Was not counsel of record, was not admitted pro hac vici, and had not appeared in this case. Then why would you meddle with the judge? Why would you send umpteen million emails to the judge? Answer that for me, D.
Because he felt the need to, maybe. Maybe he was still banking on making bank off of Jeremy. I don't know.
I don't. At that point in time, when all the emails were rolling in, the case had already been dropped.
Yeah.
The emails started rolling in whenever Judge Grobe issued sanctions. He didn't, as far as I know, he didn't get sanctioned. I'm not 100% sure, but as far as I know, he did not. What you got to say, Al? Oh, Bubbles has no attorney of record or pro hac vici status in Florida. Yeah, exactly. So I don't know why he thinks he just has the right to email a judge in a case that he's not even part of. See, that's what Grobe did. Grobe, I guess he did get sanctioned since everything got sent up to the Supreme Court. I guess you could say that's sanctions, right?
Yeah, it's reprimand. We're going to, hit you with something, buddy.
Right.
I don't know. They're going to do something. And, as I stated, we don't even know if the Florida Supreme Court has had time to look at this. We don't know at what stage it's in. It's probably just still sitting there because we don't know how many other cases are being looked at before they get to this.
Now, I do know for a fact that in a lot of the emails that he sent to that judge, he says he wasn't, oh, good morning, Rob. How you doing? He actually put motions in those emails. So if he's not attorney on record and he has no participation in this lawsuit whatsoever, why is he trying to try the case in emails?
I don't know.
Because he's put in motions before, that are very lengthy, like 100+ pages long, and he's trying to try the case in these motions. He did the same thing in these emails.
Mm-hmm.
I know I've got the emails. I just don't know where they're at.
You can see it in the emails. Did you? It was like he was being rude. Did you not hear me when I said that there's a bankruptcy? Okay. Yeah, but this has nothing to do with what why are you even here, sir? I mean, basically is what the clerk probably did the eye roll and the whole thing and went to Grobe and said, hey, we have an issue. Here's our issue. Here's the problem. I'm just going to explain it to you and you tell me what you want me to do with all of this mess.
Gotcha.
So I don't know, but I can just imagine he was trying to relitigate something that had already been dropped.
Right. So, on December 18th, 2025, the court entered an order finding Mr. Madskin had engaged in unauthorized practice of law, characterizing that conduct as third-degree felonies under section blah, 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 Florida statute, striking communications and legal documents attributed to him. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Because he
not only was he emailing the judge, he was actually sending motions in with the emails.
Yes.
So now he wants to cry about getting in trouble for something he did.
Crazy.
You don't want to. Okay, you remember? I think it was in Fed 2. It was either in Fed 1. I think it was Fed 2. Where Lips wasn't even part of the case, right?
Right.
She filed a motion with the court.
Well, she sent a letter. Wasn't it a letter?
Well, it was filed as a motion on the document. Well, it might have been a letter. I can't remember. But it was filed with the court. Right. And it was basically saying Jeremy Hales is in all these lawsuits and blah, 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 blah. Why? She's not even part of it. And I'd asked several people, and a lot of people said, well, you can do that. Other lawyers, people can send stuff to the court like that. But my thing is when you send stuff to the court like that, even though you're not actively an active party, isn't that you begging to be part of it?
Well, to me, it makes you look like you're interfering. You really have nothing to do with the case. So you're inserting your opinion on something that's basically reserved for the judge, or I'm probably way off base with that.
Well, my whole idea here behind Bubbles Boy, if he hadn't have put the motions in the email, I could have probably seen it a different way. if it was just him communicating with the court. But by him putting motions in those emails, and then he wants to sit back and say, "Oh, I wasn't a participant. I wasn't a lawyer. I wasn't pro se." Well, then why are you acting like one? Why are you
Exactly.
filing stuff with actual motions for a judge to read? Why are you getting involved? And
I
then
don't.
when it's like that kid that goes out and hits the wasp nest, and then starts crying because he gets stung.
I don't.
I don't know. You want to take over? I can't remember where I left off. Communication court, unless yeah, there you go. I think I'm right.
Barring further communications with the court, unless he was properly admitted or associated with Florida counsel, and reserving jurisdiction to enforce the order. Mr. Maskin respectfully submits that the order is void. So
Okay.
he's basically saying Grobe is wrong. I'm
Yeah.
right. Okay. The record does not show that he was served with process, a subpoena, or an order to show cause, joined as a party, or given a hearing at which he could appear, present evidence, and respond.
Okay. This is a conversation that I had with somebody here not too long ago. Okay. You're sitting in court, right? And
Right?
you're in the audience. You're not before the judge. You're just in the audience, right? And
Okay.
you're back in the audience and you're raising Cain, you're laughing, you're snickering, you're on your phone. And that judge up there says, "Hey, look, one more time with an outburst, I'm going to put you with contempt." All right. You think that judge is going to serve that person in his courtroom with a subpoena? Is he going to
No.
serve him? Is he going to process serve him with a subpoena or join him to the party's case? No, he's going to slap him with contempt and throw him in jail and then probably fine him, right?
Yes.
So that's the way this judge is doing bubbles right now. The judge doesn't have to make him part of the case. The judge does not have to subpoena him. And this is my opinion. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. The judge is pretty much saying, "Look, you interfered with something you had no business with. There you go. Stop."
Right? Oh my gosh. Because the order has since been submitted. Here we go. This is the reason why.
Yep.
To Connecticut bar authorities in support of a disciplinary grievance. He seeks limited reopening solely to vacate it or alternatively to narrow it to a neutral case management directive that contains no personal finding, sanction, admonishment, injunction, or criminal characterization. So he's doing this all to get his behind out of the sling that it is currently in.
Exactly. Exactly. He wants to eat the cake without any, afterthought. He doesn't want the cavities and the brushing of the teeth after it's done after he eats it. And no, sorry, not going to happen. But this is the whole reason he's wanting this reopened. He's trying to get himself out of as much trouble as he's already gotten himself into. So what do you think? Do you think the judge is going to even entertain this? Well, he
No,
did schedule a
no.
hearing, didn't he?
Well, that's fine. So now here's okay, on the other side. Okay. So now is Randy going to bring in things? Is Randy going to say something to refute this whole thing? I mean, this whole hearing thing. I mean, I don't understand a hearing. Does the other attorney get a chance to say, "Your Honor, we really don't need a hearing. It's already been hashed out, and this is what happened"? I
That's a
don't.
good question. That's
I
a
don't.
real good question because I didn't see anything in this that even refers to Randy Shockett and Jeremy Hales at all. So
Mm-mm.
is he going before the judge? Well, no, it's filed. Preston, Jeremy B. Hales, Martha Risk, Larry Foreman, Esquire, and Tat Graves. So
Yeah.
Randy knows about this.
Yeah.
I would assume
So
that Randy would show up.
yeah, but I mean, would Randy file something in response to this hearing? Did they do did they meet and confer Was there anything to? I don't know. See, I don't know because the case has already been, it's been disposed of to me because it's like they're just waiting on the monetary issue to take place after the bankruptcy. So I don't know. I don't know if Randy would respond to this and say, "Hey, whoop, 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 hold on, we're just waiting on this, this, and this." Yeah, I don't understand. I don't get it. I really don't. Al, if you read the bio on the new judge, he actually works for some entity to which he sanctions attorneys when he is not on the bench. I think something else is going on. Huh. Oh, wow. I don't know.
Don't know. Don't know. Oh,
Uh,
Buck, I got your second email there, brother. Don't even sweat it. I enjoyed what you wrote, my friend. I really did. It's your heartfelt opinion, and I have no problem with it. Everybody has the right to an opinion.
right.
So don't even fret it, my friend. Don't even fret it. What you got to say, Firestarter? Exactly, Mr. Coop. When I took custody of my niece daughter, the judge did that to someone in the court. You explained it perfectly. Okay, cool beans. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Big Al said something that, let's see,
Right there, Randy might not submit a
a
response.
response. Yeah, because if there's going to be a court hearing, he just needs to show up and put on his case. Okay. See, I don't understand all of this. I'm having to go back and refresh with this, so I don't know.
Well, think about it. If he does submit something, Jeremy's charged for that. And then when he shows up for court, Jeremy will be charged for that. So
Right.
why submit something when he can just? I agree with Big Al.
Yeah.
Why don't just show up? That saves some of the cost on Jeremy. Because I mean, every time you turn around, these chuckleheads are finding ways to just bleed Jeremy dry.
Right. And then we have Larry. Larry, I'm quite sure he'll appear. Uh, DJ Radis, I'm quite sure he'll appear. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
Now, Big Al says Judge Grove is not sanctioning BBB. He turned it over to the Supreme Court like he was supposed to. Right.
Right. I guess it'd be up to the Supreme Court how they're going to do this and what they're going to do with it. And yeah. So maybe the Supreme Court did do something. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, the great Paul, what you got to say? There's a financial benefit to LP to pile on the conditions for HG. Oh, okay. Cool. What you got, Mama Bear Leah? Mr. Coop and D. Off topic, but did you know Mackenzie lost her appeal yesterday? Yeah, we went over that yesterday. We did, didn't we, D?
Yeah, just a little bit of it. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, because I know somebody sent me something on it. I will be reading that here later today to see if there's any more that we don't know about. But thank you, Mama Bear Leah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, gotcha. But I don't want either of you to take any heat for it. Oh, we're not, Buck. I liked your opinion. I liked your whole post. I don't think you did anything wrong. Everybody, that's what I love about the world. You know, everybody has the right to their opinion. We can all sit down and discuss it. And whether we see eye to eye on it, hey, as long as we're civil, everybody's opinion counts, right, D?
Exactly. Yeah.
But don't even sweat it, Buck.
Right.
I appreciated it. I liked it. Skippy, what you got to say? BBB and LP were supposed to be and
I don't know.
connected, I guess.
Maybe.
All right.
So I think all of them are going to appear. It's going to be interesting. I believe everybody will be there during this Zoom. I think it's going to be very interesting.
Well, at this point, does Jeremy even have to show up? I mean, Randy's showing up. I don't know why Jeremy would even have to.
Well, I would just to hear
Yeah.
just to
Yeah.
hear firsthand what what is he trying to do, what is this going to accomplish, and what is going to be the outcome.
Because see,
So
at the end of the day, he's trying to just open up what got him in trouble.
right,
He's not trying to open up and litigate anything of the other stuff. He's just what he is involving him.
right,
But he meddled with the court in a case that he is not a lawyer in. I do believe that he was out of bounds trying to, run the case through the judge the way he was. I don't see why he. Now you got to remember, these are lawyers. They're going to do anything and say anything they can to represent their client. That's their job.
right,
So you can't begrudge the moron for trying to save his butt. But at the end of the day, he's the one that put his butt in the sling that it's in.
right. Nobody told him to send those emails with those motions attached.
No.
Nobody told him to do that. He did that all on his own.
I mean,
So,
if you're not acting like a lawyer, why are you sending motions in your emails?
right,
What purpose would it be? You're arguing a case. You're trying to argue the case for two people that you're claiming are not your clients, that you're not representing. But yet, why are you filing motions in emails? That's crazy.
I would definitely want to appear because I would want to see where this is going. So I believe that everybody who's named, I'm going to say, yeah, they'll all be there. I really do.
Well, this is on the 14th. What day is that? It's probably a Wednesday. Let me go
Like,
see. This is next month. Oh, it's a Tuesday.
it
Ah,
is.
yeah, it's on a Tuesday. Oh, Coop might just have to drive to Levy County. Hey, yeah, I might just have to drive to Levy County.
Yeah, that
Sit
is
in on that
Tuesday.
because that's a public hearing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might just have to drive up there. Yeah. That'd be interesting because everybody else will be on Zoom. I'll just drive up there. That way I can get some pictures. Maybe stop off and see some nasty people on the way home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stop by and take pictures of the wishing well and see if Travis
yeah,
is out and about.
yeah. Because that's not very far from Bronson. Because I'm pretty sure Levy County Courthouse is in Bronson. All right. So, factual and procedural background. And this is just him talking about himself? Or
Yeah.
this is talking about the
Talking about
case.
the case. Yeah. Yeah. This is talking about the case.
Let's see. What's the next thing? You got legal standard. Oh, so he's going to argue legal standard with the judge that, because I think this was put in before Grove stepped down. It might not have been, though. He might step down before this. I'm not 100% sure. Florida Rule Civil Procedure 1.540 authorizes relief from a judgment, decree, order, or proceeding when the judgment, decree, or order is void. The rule applies to others as well as final judgments. Oh, okay. And it gives some case law there. And an order to void when the court lacks subject matter jurisdiction, lacks personal jurisdiction. I would think that the judge has jurisdiction over his own email.
Yes. Exactly.
The judge did not ask him to email him and play lawyer in the emails. So I think he's full of shit on that one. Like personal jurisdiction over an affected person, over the affected person, or enters the order through proceedings that violate due process. What due process?
Because he said he wasn't served. He wasn't given the chance to present evidence or argue the case or, tell his side of the story. So I think that's
like we said, it's basically a contempt of court thing. He stuck his nose where it didn't belong. The judge shut the door on it and let's move on. But hey, due process. Yeah, there you go. There's your due process right there.
Right?
Uh, let's see what else this moron's got to say. Oh, now we get into the argument. Hey, limited reopening is appropriate. Oh, really? Now they're telling the judge, hey, you have to do this. It's appropriate. So the court can address an order entered against a non-party. He's not a
Okay,
non-party.
so if you're not a non-party, why did you put yourself in a position to where that you just got sent up to the Florida Supreme Court? So you just made yourself a party to the case by doing what you did with those emails and those motions attached to it.
You know what this brings to mind, D? This brings to mind party crashers.
Right.
Right? Somebody walks into a wedding party that was not invited, drinks all the booze, eats all the food, and then wonders why they get thrown out on their ass when they get caught. Well, if you didn't want to get thrown out, why did you show up?
I don't know. Okay.
Oh,
Oh my
this is.
gosh.
I mean, I'm looking at this at kind of as a common sense thing, right? Not a legal thing, because we know I'm not legally versed in this stuff, but common sense. You don't want to get in trouble. Don't do stuff to get in trouble with. That's the fact that the case is closed does not prevent the court from considering a limited rule. Motion directed solely to an order entered against a non-party. You're not a non-party. You made yourself a party, and you got in trouble for it. Moron.
Mm-mm-mm.
Mr. Maskin does not seek to revive Miss Preston's claims of reopen discovery. Okay. Alter any ruling on the merits. So see, he's throwing just piss on
Elemental
elemental
P.
P,
Yep.
piss on them guys. I'm here for me and me only.
Because he knows that it's already been disposed of. Okay. They dropped the case.
Now when did he file that first one? His declaration. Okay, that was this year too. If I'm not mistaken, I think he filed again before all of this. Let me go see. Limited appearance for Bubbles. That's
Yeah.
That's
He's
the same
only
one.
he's only wanting those practicing law without a license and what they sent up to Massachusetts and to Connecticut. He wants all of that to disappear because he's wanting to uh, get less of a reprimand because he
Uh,
already knows he's in hot water. That's
Take
the
over
only
for a
why.
second, D.
Okay, that's the only reason why he is doing this. That's what I'm seeing. He really doesn't give. I'm sorry to say this, but he doesn't give a rat's ass about LMNOP or anybody else, just himself in this. He seeks only limited reopening to challenge an order that operates directly against him and has been used in a separate disciplinary grievance going back to the Supreme Court in Florida for those 12, wasn't it 12 felonies for practicing law without a license. So, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't. I just can't. Al, I wouldn't be surprised if Bubbles' attorney gets asked, why are you here? Then the judge will say, get out of here. I don't know. I don't know, but I can honestly say that I don't think this is going to go the way that he's wanting it to go. Oh my gosh. Because Rule 1.540B4 authorizes relief from a void order, and because a void order may be challenged at any time. Okay. The court may reopen the case for the limited purpose of deciding whether the order should stand. Okay, so here he goes. Now he's going to challenge Grobe. Now he's going to challenge Grobe on what he said. Okay. That's not going to look good. That doesn't look good for him. I don't think. I don't think this judge is going to say, "Oh yeah, Grobe was totally wrong in what he ordered on this." Oh, yeah. I don't think so. So um, I don't think this is going to go the way he wants it to go. But he's definitely only looking out for himself. He doesn't have anybody's best interest, except his interest. So, yeah. Oh my gosh. Big Al, BBB is not part of this court. He was suggested to the Supreme Court since he was emailing the judge telling him he was wrong and his decision on this hearing. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what he's saying.
I'm back.
Okay.
Let's see. Preston. Dang it.
I read all the way down to where it needs to scroll.
All right. I'll go back. You're on that one
because
right there.
This right here, he's basically, I'm not looking out for anybody else's behind except mine. I don't give a rip what happens to LMNOP. I just don't want to be brought up on those 12 felony charges of practicing law without a license. Yeah.
Right on, right on.
Oh, Stacy, that's a very good point. He did say on 2L Live that he got involved so people would also cover his mac and cheese case and, yes, to help MP. But he really didn't help her. No, he didn't. He just made things worse. The bankruptcy should have never been filed. You're absolutely right. But that was the only way that they could say that they helped her with the other cases was by staying the case to keep them from going forward.
I still think she was a crash dummy. They put her in the hot seat with the bankruptcy to see how it would fare, and then they could all turn around and use it down the road if they needed to. I don't think they'll do that now.
I don't think they will either now that they see how badly it's going. And Al, he states that the relief is for attorneys who are attorney of record of a case. Okay. So what is he going to get relief of? Because he was never the attorney of record. So that basically says to me that Duran Robeson will be getting attorney's fees. So who's going to pay his attorney fees? So they're going to try and put Devron's attorney fees off on Jeremy. I don't see this going anywhere. I really don't. I don't think so. I don't. Mm-mm. No.
Uh-oh. 7-Eleven. No, they're trying everything they can. Because you got to remember, Bubbles has actually got a lawsuit going on up there where he lives with one of his old partners. Right. Mm-hmm. Based on the fact that Bubbles wanted to be part of the case, but he wanted to be in the background. He wanted money for motions, and stuff mm-hmm. like that. This is from what I understand. This is the gist of and anyway, there's a lawsuit going on between the two of them. I think it's still going on. Did you hear about that one, D?
Briefly.
From what I understand, somebody overpaid somebody or something. Anyway, Bruce ended up suing his partner and then turned around. His partner ended up suing him back, or vice versa. I can't remember the exact details, but basically it all gets involved in the fact that you had the one main attorney that did all of the face stuff. He was the one that went in front of the court.
Right.
Bubbles was wanting money because he was filing motions in that case, but he wasn't part of it. He wasn't in the courtroom.
Right.
And something about Bubbles was owed money or he owed somebody money. I can't remember exactly what it's about. But
so basically it was his partner was doing the appearances and arguing the case, but right. Bruce was the one writing the motion. So he felt that he should have been paid.
Yeah, something like that. Basically, everything that we've seen out of Bubbles so far, where he's doing everything behind the scenes, like take, for instance, the thumbnail case.
Right.
He's the one that found Stark. Okay.
Right.
He's the one that went under contract with Stark and Lynette as a lawyer outside of it. He wasn't lawyer on record, but why would he be getting 40% if he's not doing something? So I'm saying that he wrote all the motions. This is just my opinion, guys. I have no proof that he wrote these motions. But I think that he wrote all the motions for Stark and just used Stark because Stark was a lawyer here in Florida.
Right, just to get the case inside of the court. That
Right.
was okay. All
Otherwise,
right.
why would he be under contract for 40% of something if he's not involved? I mean, I
Well,
can't understand why Lynette would agree to pay him 40% of everything that she won for doing nothing.
and then also there was Stark's portion of that as well.
Right.
What would yeah? So basically, she would have been left with what, pennies on the dollar.
Well, she would have got 60% of anything that they won, and then 40% would have went 20% to each one of the lawyers,
Okay,
which is
okay, okay,
Bubbles.
okay,
And
gotcha.
I'm assuming that's what it was because it was
Okay,
just a 40% cut went to the lawyers. So I'm assuming that they each got 20%. And
okay,
then she got 60% because remember Shara. She
okay.
showed the contract and everything. She
Okay.
showed where it said 40%. And then she showed the conversation between Lynette and Bubbles on how the percentage broke down. Remember that?
Yeah, yes, yes, yes,
See?
yes. Gotcha. Yeah, I just think it's I don't know. I don't know. I think it's this whole thing is I'm just gonna come out and say it. I think he's butthurt because now his back is up against the wall with the Florida Supreme Court. So and when was this sent up? How many months ago was this sent up to the Florida Supreme Court?
This one here was just last month.
Okay.
Oh, you mean when was it sent to the
Yeah.
Supreme Court?
Yeah.
I think it was the beginning of the year. Let me go see. I was looking for that just a minute ago whenever we were talking. Let's see, thumbnail case.
So,
Let me go see because I haven't been keeping all of the files. I only started keeping files at 99. So that was on 12/10. Let's see what this one says.
take a listen.
Memorandum of law regarding motion for sanctions against debtor party during automatic bankruptcy stay. This was sent by Randy. So that's the farthest back I go. So I'm assuming that there's already been a ruling, memorandum of law regarding, and this is number 100. That was also sent by.
So the Supreme Court probably hasn't had time to even look at it because if they had, chances are they would have made a decision either way to send it back down to the lower court or to act upon it. I don't know.
Right. Now, this one was filed in December 8th. This by Randy as well. So I would say that it's already been sent up to the evidence log. It's already been sent up to the Supreme Court before this year. Let me see. Patty? Oh, who is this? Information, Main Street Shocket. Oh, this is emails. What is this one? 103. Order granting motion to strike unauthorized. Okay, here's an order from the judge here.
So that's
This
Judge Grove's order, striking it and saying he's wanting that to not be there. So
now I'm not going to go all the way to the bottom of this because I don't know if I've got this redacted or not. So this is order granting motion to strike unauthorized communication and for sanctions for unauthorized practice of law. And Grobe, he okayed it. He said
yeah, he did.
this cause came before the court on December 17th, 2025, upon defendant Jeremy B. Hill's motion to strike unauthorized communication and for sanctions for unauthorized practice of law. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
so he
See, that's
did
what
ask for sanctions.
he did. Yes. So
And
I
the
don't.
court, huh?
Looks like the defendant's motion is granted. So
Right.
the court finds that he was not licensed to practice law in Florida. Okay.
Huh. And the court hearing argument of counsel and being fully advised in the premise, it is hereby ordered and adjudicated as follows. Defendant's motion is granted. Court finds Bruce Manskin is not a licensed participant or licensed to practice law in Florida and has not been admitted pro hac vici in this matter. The court further finds that Bruce Maskins has engaged in communication with the court. Well, that how cut and dry do you need it right here?
Right.
And the parties in this case, including emails dated October 6th, 2025, October 7th, 2025, October 9th, which constitutes the unauthorized practice of law. So that must have been the 3 emails he sent where he had motions in the email.
Yep, exactly.
Practice of law, a 3rd-degree felony. Right there, boys and girls. Right. 3rd-degree felony. Ooh,
and it's
no wonder.
Referable for prosecution to the Florida Supreme Court. This is everything he's fighting. He's fighting it.
All communications, all communications, including emails and legal documents sent to prepared by Bruce Manskin in this case are hereby stricken from the record. Oh, I don't remember if we ever got those or not. I'm betting we did. I just can't remember.
Right.
Bruce Manskin is hereby admonished. Ooh. So admonished is like something bad for a lawyer?
That's to be like what we like to call being called out on the carpet. You're going to be reprimanded. Okay. So he's being reprimanded right here. So he's been admonished for engaging in the unauthorized practice
of law without proper admission to the Florida bar or pro hac vici. So what leg does he have to stand on? This right here shows clear he did a no.
Right.
Oh, wow. Bruce Maskins is hereby enjoined from further communication with the court until properly admitted to pro hac vici pursuant to Rule 1.200 of Florida Rule of General Practice and Judicial Administration or associated with Florida counsel who actively participates in the matter. In the matter.
Right.
Plaintiff Michelle Preston is hereby ordered to identify to the court and all parties the name of anyone. Did she ever do this?
No, I don't think so.
Anyone not licensed to practice law in Florida and has not been admitted pro hac vici in this court who gives legal advice to her in matters. So you remember when Crook was filing motions and he was saying, before my lawyer, was fired, he had written these motions and here I'm presenting them.
Right.
Did Lynette ever say that?
No, I believe the term that was used was ghost writer.
But to this date, the case was dropped. But no, this was filed in December. Yeah, it was 12/18/2025. Mm-hmm. So she was ordered, and I don't think she ever put anything. I don't think she ever sent anything.
No, as to who wrote those motions for her.
I forgot about this little jewel right here. Oh, my. The court reserves jurisdiction to enforce the terms of this order. Done and ordered in chambers at Levy County, Florida, this 18th day of December 2025. And then there's Mr. Judge Grobe. Oh, it's Groeb. I went BE. All right. Oh, wow. Let's go see what else I got over here. Because, see, like I told you earlier, a lot of this stuff is just numbered. It's not.
So isn't he? So they're also challenging the jurisdiction of this order. So they're challenging it with.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're going to challenge that. Okay. Let me know how that works out for them. I really want to know how this is going to play out.
Let me get this pulled up here real quick. This one is order granting defendant's motion for sanctions pursuant to section 57.105. Share this one instead. This one's interesting. Oh, you want to get this one?
Okay. So this cause came before this court on December 17th, 2025, on the motion for sanction pursuant to Florida Statute Section 57.105, filed by defendants Jeremy, George, Larry, and the court having reviewed the court filings and her testimony. The court makes the following findings of fact and conclusions of law. On August 16th, 2024, plaintiff filed a complaint for injunction and damages under Florida Statute 540.08. On August 27th, 2024, defendant served a 21-day safe harbor letter and unfiled motion for sanctions pursuant to Section 57.105 Florida Statute upon plaintiff's counsel. The motion
Now,
asserted.
we've heard about this safe harbor stuff in the past.
Right. Doesn't safe harbor mean you're going to get bazillions of dollars?
According to the chuckleheads, they were supposed to get hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars that Megan would owe and Tug would owe and blah 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 blah. But now this right here is saying that Jeremy filed this, right? No, the defendant served a 21-day safe harbor letter.
Yes.
And unfiled motion for sanctions pursuant. Okay. Where are you at?
Okay. Upon plaintiff's counsel, the motion asserted that plaintiff's complaint asserts no basis in fact or law to proceed under Section 540.08 Florida statute. Oh, this, okay, down here we have a footnote 1. DJ Radis was never served with the complaint. Huh. Okay. Because he wasn't, technically.
No. Nope, he wasn't.
Nope. Plaintiff did not respond to the defendant's motion for sanctions, nor did she withdraw her complaint within the 21-day safe harbor period. Defendants filed their motion for sanctions on September 18th, 2024.
Oh, that's right. He's the defendant in this matter. Okay. So he filed. Okay, I got you.
Okay. Plaintiff further failed to respond at all to defendant's discovery request for all evidence in support of plaintiff's complaint, as well as a subsequent motion to compel discovery. Remember, they didn't turn over anything. Remember?
No, they didn't turn over shit.
Nope, they sure didn't. After the 21-day safe harbor period had run, and subsequently on the eve, the day before, I believe, of a hearing scheduled on defendant's motion for summary judgment, plaintiff voluntarily dismissed her complaint. Okay. Plaintiff was properly noticed for the hearing set for December 17th, 2025, but did not appear. So she was a no-show. She knew she wasn't going to show, which is the reason why she did what? She dropped it. Okay?
Yep.
She knew. Defendant's counsel indicated he received an email from plaintiff the day before this hearing that she did not intend to appear. On a prior occasion involving a hearing that had been properly set and noticed, plaintiff informed the court on the eve of the hearing that she did not intend to appear. Why? You asked for a hearing. You asked for a hearing. You got a date. You don't want to appear now. Why?
So this safe harbor thing, that's pretty much them getting sanctions because she didn't do what she was supposed to do, right?
Well, the safe harbor, if they're saying you don't have a basis for it, you have 21 days to withdraw your complaint.
Right.
Okay. And if you don't withdraw your complaint or reword your complaint or whatever the case may be, somebody please correct me if I am so absolutely out of line on this. Uh, then then they can, I guess, can ask for sanctions because you went through every step. You went through the motions to get to where you're at, and then you decide, nope, not going to go through with it.
And what'd you call that?
Huh?
She went through the what?
She went through the motions.
You got to do it right now, according to Tug and Megan and Jeremy.
Right.
Motions sound like something from Harry Potter.
The court proceeded with the hearing on December 17th, 2025, as plaintiff provided neither good cause nor any reason whatsoever for her absence. And no, she didn't. She did not. She just says, I'm not going to be there. Bye. I'm out of here. So, okay. Because of the automatic stay resulting from plaintiff's bankruptcy filing during the proceedings and after review of defendant's memorandum of law regarding the court's authority to proceed on the issue of sanctions, notwithstanding the stay in bankruptcy. Okay, everybody remember, she brought this lawsuit, so she is not exempt for a stay due to her filing bankruptcy.
You realize that this amount of money that's going to be turned over to the court once the bankruptcy is done is going to be astronomical.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. But then again, they can only account for Fed 1, right? Well, not Fed 1, for the amount of money that it cost him to defend himself in the thumbnail case. That's all they can turn over, right?
Right. Would be that.
I mean, it's not like he can take the whole number for all of his cases and turn it in. It just has to be just for that particular case, right?
Right.
Okay.
So, as well as the court's independent research, the court proceeded with the sanctions hearing on the issue of entitlement only. That was it. The judge said, yes, you are entitled, but we're going to wait until after the bankruptcy. And the reason being, so she could not take that money and attach it to the bankruptcy.
Exactly.
So, my goodness. Oh boy. At the hearing, the court admitted into evidence the documents pertain to defendant's sanctions motion, took judicial notice of case law provided by defendants, and heard the testimony of defendant's attorney, Randy. The court finds that the defendants have clear entitlement to attorney fees pursuant to Florida statute section 57.1051A and 1B. As plaintiff and her then counsel, Scott Stark, knew or should have known that there was no legal or factual basis for plaintiff's complaint based on existing law applied to the facts in plaintiff's complaint.
So the judge is flat out telling them, you didn't even have cause to bring this case.
Right.
So the thumbnail, the whole case, the whole thumbnail thing was all just a bunch of BS. I'm thinking, okay, back when all of this got started, okay, you had her trying to get a restraining order on Jeremy. That failed. Then you had he got one on her, or vice versa. All right. And then here come this crazy thumbnail lawsuit, right? At that point in time, that was the thumbnail lawsuit was the very first lawsuit filed against Jeremy by her. So she was looking, oh, he's got a lot of money. He'll just settle out of court. And I'll get my $65,000 to kick old Crookie out of here, you know. And I got a feeling They found out, oh, Jeremy's not going to cave. He's not going to he's not going
Right.
to settle.
And all right, and the whole thing, all right, was it not brought up that, okay, I can't remember how this is worded or how it is phrased. Her likeness, no permission was given to use her picture or likeness, yada yada yada, suing for royalties, blah blah blah. But doesn't that only go for like companies? Let's say I'm just going to throw,
Copyrighted.
right, like L'Oreal, they have a
Yeah.
trademark. You can't use, so Max Factor couldn't come in and use L'Oreal's stuff for their ads or
Right.
to
But see,
promote their products.
where they lost hands down, where a lot of the photos that were being used, matter of fact, all the photos that were being used were actual photos that were on social media.
Media, right? Which
Most
anybody
of it
could
was
do
what
this,
she posted.
right?
So that throws that completely out the window. You don't want
Right,
your shit shared, anywhere. Don't post it. That's like right now. Somebody can come in and take a screenshot of the screen here, and they can use that
yeah,
anywhere. And I have no leg to stand on to stop them.
right.
Uh, but yeah, they would have lost this case hands down. Matter of fact, even though she withdrew it. See, this is why I think that she's got some really crappy people, advising her because she's gonna owe a lot of money. And just think, this ain't the only one.
No, this
She's
isn't.
got a ruling against her with the Grangers too.
Yes, she does.
That's
Not
$55,000 without lawyer's fees added to it yet.
right.
So
So
she's gonna be in a world of shit. Just think of it like this: if the bankruptcy comes in and seizes the property and seizes all of their assets and sells it, she's not gonna have anything to even pay Jeremy or the Grangers any kind of money at all.
not counting. This is what happens when you listen to people who really don't have your best interest at heart. They will make it more difficult for you. So this
Right?
is the reason why you always get second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth opinions on how things should be handled. So, oh gosh,
Wow.
oh my goodness. The language of section 57.105 Florida statute is mandatory when it comes to awarding attorney fees as a sanction for the filing of a frivolous and baseless action. The court finds it is appropriate to assess defendant's attorney's fees against plaintiff LMNOP and her then attorney, Scott Stark, in equal shares for the filing of a frivolous complaint that they knew or should have known had no legal or factual basis. So this is where they're holding off on putting those numbers out there until after this bankruptcy has been, whatever they're going to do with it. I don't know what they're going to do with this bankruptcy, but it's crazy. So I don't know. So, oh, crazy.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
But the
Okay.
rest of this, we all know what the rest of this is, guys. It's
Right.
a lot of the judge saying, "Look, you dodos, you screwed up." Man, I got so many tabs open. I better get these Ay! What was that?
I don't know.
Okay, maybe.
Okay, Al. So LMNOP owes $15K so far through the Ohio court, and like you said, $55K to the Grangers. So her total so far is $70K plus her property is not worth that. No, Al, it's not. But they are going to do their best to try and figure this out, because when it comes to the numbers crunching, isn't that going to be up to the the one firm they hired to, I guess you could say, value everything. They're going to have to give everything value. They're going to have to assign it a number and then decide who and where the money goes. So I don't know. I just don't see this bankruptcy was a very good idea. I really don't think it was a good idea. But hey, what do I know? Very little,
Well,
according to this.
now, from what I understand, you've got chapter 7, 11, and 13, right?
Hmm.
When it comes to bankruptcy.
There might be a
Chapter
12
7 is
there.
where you basically you have to sell off everything to pay your creditors, right?
If you have anything of value and you don't withhold anything from the trustee and you don't lie on your forms and you have an attorney fill out your paperwork appropriately.
Okay, so chapter 11 is just a reorganization of your debt, right? Where
Right. That's
they try and get you set up with a payment plan.
right. You're going to reorganize it. And a
Okay.
13 is you pay back your creditors. So when it comes to bankruptcy, to me, the way I understand it, what I've read, the pros and cons of each one that that you could file. 7, it will give you the worst outcome because if you try to seek credit in the future, you are considered high risk
Ah,
and they're going to be less likely to give you credit because in a 7 you're basically saying, look, I did all this credit card debt. Yes, I purchased 2 vehicles and I can't even afford half of a vehicle. So I'm just going to say screw everybody and I'm just going to toss all of this into the dumpster and pretend like I don't even owe it.
now,
Versus a 13, you have a better chance of reestablishing credit according to the pros and cons because you're paying back your debt. So
so
you will be able to get credit more easily. They won't see you as such a high risk.
what is 11?
11 is reorganization. That's where you're working out to reorganize your debt. Your let me make sure I get this right.
Because it
So,
sounds like 11 and 13 are a lot alike.
well, a 13 is you're paying back. 11 is reorganization, if I'm not mistaken. Um, it's businesses and individuals to reorganize their debt while remaining in operation. So if you're a business, you can still buy and sell product or whatever you do in your business, and you're just going to reorganize your debt. And it's court supervised framework to restructure finances, renegotiate contracts to avoid liquidation. So there is the difference.
Well, obviously they don't have enough money to even pay the outstanding bills that they have. That's why she's trying to get total relief for everything. I
Right.
think this would have went a different direction for her if she would have literally wrote out every single thing that they owned, okay,
Hmm.
and avoided having to be brought in the the analysts, the ones that come out and inventory everything.
Right.
That company, the McMullen company.
Right.
Uh, if she would have been truthful, but she would have then had to sell everything. I'm assuming.
Right.
Anyway,
Well, it doesn't matter. It's neither here nor there. But if you're going to file bankruptcy, would you not give that information to your attorney and allow your attorney to fill out your paperwork and then file it? Does that
uh,
make sense? I mean, because wouldn't the attorney run a credit check to make sure you have every single account number, every single creditor, because that's going to give you uh, more of a detailed than just saying, "Oh, yeah, yeah, I might owe this, but I don't have the account number." So
right.
they would have to pull a credit on somebody who's filing bankruptcy to make sure what you gave them as information is true and accurate, and so
Gotcha.
that way it can't be uh, scrutinized. They can't say, "Oh, well, you left this off or you forgot to include this." So it to me, it just makes sense that if you're going to do this, you would get a reputable attorney to do everything on your behalf because that is what they are to do, is to represent you. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't. I don't know nothing about bankruptcies. I just hope
I
I'm not fixing to crash.
don't do that.
I tried
Goodness.
opening a tab, but everything seems to be working properly. I just tried opening a tab, and it's giving me the will of death. So
Oh no.
I don't. It doesn't seem like everything's met. Oh, there we go. That one works. I was trying. Well, there maybe not. Maybe. Oh, there we go. It's working. Whew.
Does she still have to make any corrections on any of her schedules, or did they say her schedules were okay now? I've lost track after 3 times.
Who that?
LMNOP.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
What's scheduling for?
her bankruptcy schedules, did she get all of that? Did she fix it, or is it still kind of not fixed?
I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure on that. I really
Yeah.
don't know. But I do know that I think they have a hearing coming up or something coming up soon. Matter of fact, I'll go get Al's updated. He updated the thing the other day. Let's go see where he put it. I don't know if he put it in there or not, but I know Al updated stuff because I think he added the July 30th for the what is it on the 30th?
Is that a depot?
No, it's where they're going to vexatious litigant thing with
Oh,
lips.
okay.
That's on the
Okay.
30th.
Okay.
I don't remember where Al put it. Maybe I got it on my phone. I know I got it on my phone. Oh, let's see here. Okay, let's see. There it is. Bam. What's the next thing coming up? Fed 2 has a status hearing on the 24th. Fed 1 had a status hearing on the 15th of this month. June 10th. Okay, that was in Fed 3. That was Dan Owens and everything. Let's see. Here's bankruptcy right here. June 9th, that one's over. June 18th, that one's over. And September is the actual hearing
Okay.
from what Al has here. August 18th, the adversary. Okay, she does have something coming up in August for the adversary bankruptcy.
In August.
Yep.
Okay. So did they haven't rescheduled her depot as of yet, right?
Not that I know of. He sent me another image. Order for setting schedule conference trial, which is July 7th.
Oh wow.
So
That's
order for settling schedule conference trial, July 7th, 2026. Document 1. No evidence or non-evidentiary hearing or non-evidentiary evidence hearing, August 18th. Document 10. June 16th is already come and gone. Yep, that's all come and gone. Levy County, there's not anything scheduled for that. So yes, she has, and then we have the depot coming up. I think that's what's on. I don't think that's been filed yet. I don't know if the. Let me go see. I think Al
okay.
sent me something. I don't know. Oh yeah, he did. All right, I'll save it and I'll pull it up and it'll show everybody.
Okay.
Daily show right there. And then we go right here. And show. I don't know if they scheduled the deposition yet or not. I know they had 30 days to get it scheduled. And I know what's his name, Saran Wrap. Come on now. Work for me. Work for me.
Sharon says deposition is to before 7/7, so it has to be scheduled before July 7th. Sharon?
Yeah, it's got to be.
Okay.
I don't know if it's been scheduled. Now, I'm going to look at Al's thing here. I'm going to bring it up here in just a second. Yeah, 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 yeah. He put it
Uh,
on a
Al
PDF
said,
file.
yeah. Al says she has a depo supposedly scheduled the same day as the trial scheduling date. That's what he was told. Okay. All right.
Oh, that's a no-no because you talking about in bankruptcy?
I don't know. He didn't specify, but I'm assuming maybe,
Well,
kind of, sort of.
he's got a status hearing on August 18th, and he's got a hearing on September 15th. But she had 30 days. I think Sharon is right. She had till like the July 7th. They had to have the deposition scheduled and done and over with within 30 days.
Right. And they were saying the sooner the better.
Right. Whether or not it has been scheduled or not, I don't know. I haven't seen anything. I don't know if they'll cover that in the what is this?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, that works. That works. I'll share this one instead. But here is what Al has got. Bam. This one I can
Okay.
blow up.
Okay.
Fed case 1, nothing scheduled. No update on calendar. Fed case 2, July 18th, July or August 5th, August 24th, and August 25th.
So
Answers due.
yeah, answers due and a status report.
And then here's the bankruptcy. He's just got August 18th and September 15th. So I don't know when the deposition
Oh,
is supposed.
there's the adversaries. So this is the lawsuit against Element of Peace. So order setting scheduling conference trial July 7th, non-evidentiary hearing August 18th. So is the depo supposed to take place before July 7th?
Yep. Yep,
Okay.
because the adversary is where the deposition is supposed to take place. It's not in the regular bankruptcy. It's in the
Gotcha.
adversary because the adversary is the one where they're trying to challenge the Homestead Act.
Right.
They're saying that it's homesteaded, and Jeremy and them are saying it's not. So that's
Right.
why they want the deposition. They think it's going to be a free-for-all, that they're just going to go in there and ask her all kinds of crazy stuff. No. Is his name Dennis? Jeremy's bankruptcy lawyer?
Yes.
He already put forth the questions that are going to be asked, everything that's going to be,
Right.
taken care of. I don't think he's going, because he's the one that's going to be holding it, I do believe. I don't think it's Randy. I'm not sure.
I'm not
Well,
sure.
no,
either.
Randy was the one covering it when she didn't show. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all at this point in time. I really don't know, young lady. It could be.
Then, oh wow. Then there's on July 16th, there's another foreclosure hearing.
This is
Yeah.
lips and chips
Chips,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, oh, that's right, because his bankruptcy got tossed. So now it's reopening the gate again for them to go into foreclosure.
And I see here on the bottom that Al's also added the thumbnail case July 14th to it too. So
Right.
thank you, Al. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, I haven't been paying attention to flips and chips bankruptcy or foreclosure. I haven't been paying much attention to that.
Right.
And then this is July 30th. That's where they're going to deem her either a vexatious litigant or not.
Right.
I don't think she has a leg to stand on with that. I think she's
her own words is basically what's going to hang her. Her
Right.
own words.
They've got so much on her, and like you said, she's been on several live
Yes.
streams where she stated the reason why
She
she
does what
was
she
doing all
does.
that. Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. So,
So
yeah. Hmm.
it's going to be funny. Yeah, I would love to sit in that deposition, but I don't think anybody can be in that. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. But it would truly be interesting to sit in on that.
Big Al, the 30th is July. That's the um, evidentiary hearing with Tug, Megan, Jeremy, and Lips. That's July 30th. I don't think there's anything the end of this month.
No,
June? No, I
no.
didn't think so.
Unless the deposition is scheduled this month, but we don't know it. There's
Right.
nothing been filed, from what I understand. There's nothing been filed with the courts of when it is due. Uh, so now Saran Wrap did say that anytime she would be available, anytime.
Right.
So, and
Anytime.
Dennis made it very clear that they needed it done as soon as possible because
Right.
they
He
have to
said,
have enough time to get everything in order by the time August, or I mean, by the time September rolls around.
right. Yeah.
Because
Okay. It says basically they're waiting for the decision from the court in the Freddie Mac case. She and Chips never showed up for the last hearing. Oh, okay. So if you don't show up for a foreclosure hearing, how much trouble can you get in for that? I don't know. Hmm. Potentially lose that home if you don't show up for it, I guess.
uh,
Maybe.
Tug and Megan were talking about that the other night, as this being a classic example of what these people do in order to gain more time. Okay, they won't show up, and it takes months and months and months to get reorganized and to continue. They won't show up. It'll probably get dismissed and then it'll get refiled. I don't know. Tug and Megan explained it very well the other day. The reason why these lawyers do this, it's part of their scheme. Uh, from what I understand, this is something that I think Tug and Megan were talking about. The courts needed to not allow stuff like this because it's a tactic in order to stall. Because I think Megan said it was you could end up getting something like a year, 6 months to a year longer staying in your home
Oh,
by
yes.
pulling this nonsense.
Right. Right. So that right there gives them more time to still have a place to
Right,
live, a roof over their head. I don't
right.
know.
Al says it's all stall tactics from Lips and Chips. Right. Uh, Buck Naked says default judgment can be rendered. Yes, it can.
Hmm.
Janice, we only allow for her to have an hour. Oh, you guys are talking about something else. Okay. Oh, let's see. What else do we got? Can you imagine if no USA French would have a massive territory from oh, okay. All right. I don't understand that.
No,
But
me neither.
okay. But they can appeal. Yeah, and that's another
Yes,
thing.
and that prolongs it too.
Yep.
What length will the banks allow before the banks put their foot down and say, "Hold on, no, we've been waiting, and we've waited long enough, Your Honor. We have been bippity bippity bip. Look at what they've done." He filed bankruptcy to put a pause on this, and then it wasn't. He didn't finish the bankruptcy. He didn't do anything with it, and now we're sitting right back here again. I don't know. Yeah.
Exactly. And I think that's all they're doing because they can throw it out and like Big Al, was it Big Al or who was it that said that they can appeal it? Yeah, it's
I
butt
think.
naked.
Yeah.
They can appeal it and prolong it and prolong it and prolong it. I
Hmm.
think they've already been in foreclosure for a couple of years already. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm pretty sure that they've been in for a while.
So there's got to be income coming in from somewhere. Somebody's paying their electrical bill, right? Somebody's paying the electrical bill. Somebody's paying Wi-Fi. So, there's, so I don't understand. And I think somebody correct me if I'm wrong. They got into this problem because they were going to renovate one of the properties, and they did um, I want to say a loan, but it wasn't a loan. Maybe a second mortgage. Maybe it wasn't a second mortgage. I can't remember. And that's basically what got them in trouble. I can't remember.
Right.
Something about a HELOC loan or something to that nature. And those things are crazy. You don't ever want to get yourself in one of those.
Right on, right on. All right, girly girl, you ready to call it for today?
Absolutely.
This was one hell of an interesting day today. I liked every bit of this.
It was crazy having to go back and forth. I was like, I can't remember what was said there. I got to go find that. Where's that at?
Right on, right on. All right, guys and gals, thank you all for coming out and hanging out with Dee and I. It is always a pleasure. You guys know we are on Monday through Friday from about 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time till around 1 o'clock. Now, hold on to your seats. Don't run off. I'm going to have you guys automatically sent over to Megan if you want to go check her out. So do not unbuckle. Do not put in park. Just keep driving. It's going to take you there all by itself. You got anything to say, Dee?
Everybody have a wonderful afternoon.
Right on, right on. You guys have a good one. Adios.
Bye, everybody.